Hey beauties, it's Court. Right now what we're going to do is my Colourpop favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch them for you. I do have at the end some brushes that I want to show you that I find make Colourpop a lot easier to work with for me, because I know a lot of people have trouble using their fingers. I don't like to use my fingers to apply or blend out eyeshadow, so I figured I would show you some of the brushes that I like to use to apply my Colourpop products. So without further ado, if you'd like to see my favorite Colourpop products, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to show you everything that I have on my face. I tried to wear as much of these products as I possibly could, so I'll show you that first. First, I will show you my blush. I tried to put it on a little bit deeper today, so maybe you could kind of see it. So you can kind of see it in the backs of my cheeks a little bit more, but this was in my favorites, and I wore a very heavy swatch of it on my face in my favorites, so if you do want to check that out, it was my August favorites. This is Early Bird, and it is gorgeous. So pretty. It can be super intimidating inside of the pan, but blended out, it is just gorgeous. Gorgina. Everybody's saying gorgina to me lately, and it's fucking disgusting. I hate that word. I don't know what it is about it. So there's a little swatchy poo right there. There's Early Bird. Next thing I want to show you is my highlight. It is the highlight I am currently wearing, but I do have a little tiny bit, just a very small amount of Mary Luminizer over it, just to kind of cover up. This is a very glittery highlight, so I wanted to cover up a little bit of the glitter and just kind of set it. If you go over the cream products with a powder product, it really helps to make them pop and to set them. So look at that highlight, guys. That's amazing. So this is shit. I forgot baby wipes. Okay, that's better. Now I have something to wipe my hands off with if we get overloaded with swatches. This is Spoon. Love this. The only thing I don't like about it is how much glitter it has in it. Other than that, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous highlight. I guess I don't really need to swatch it because I'm wearing it, but there's a little bit of a heavier swatch so you can kind of see the shade that it is. It kind of has a gold type of tone to it, maybe. I gotta stop swatching on that side of my hand. But here it is in the pan. Very, very pretty. Make sure when you use Colourpop, you close them up tight because these bad boys will dry out on you. As for what I have on my eyes today, I will go in order of how I applied them to my peepers. This first one here is in the shade Glow. Quite a few of these are from the Kathleen Lights Colourpop Quad, which I really, really love and is still available. So this is just a matte kind of skin color. You can tell I really like this one. This one I actually used, I guess you could say it was kind of a transition color. I used this shade to just make sure all the other shades just kind of had a little base to blend together on top of. So it's a little bit heavier in the center, and then you can kind of see it's just a matte kind of skin color shade. So the next one that I have is Cornelious, another one from the Kathleen Lights Quad. It's a really pretty, it's just a very pretty brown, maybe a grayish taupe kind of brown. Very beautiful. I really like this. Makes a gorgeous transition shade, and that is what I use this one for. It swatches a lot more tan on the skin, which I really, really like about it. I took that from my crease and brought it up to my brow bone color, which also is actually a mix of Spoon and Glow, the two that I just showed you. I used both of these. What are you doing?
The Cosmic? You got the Cosmic smoke in there?
No, what's that?
The new one I got. Pretty sure that this is the Cosmic smoke. You must have put the wrong one in.
No, I put sugar, but I don't like that other one. You do know I'm filming right now, right? You're lucky I know how to add it. Why? Come say hi. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Down here so they can see you. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. Away with you. Where was I? We just did Cornelious. Okay, so I used that from my crease up to my highlight color, which I just showed you. Then the next one that I used was Lovely. Lovely is the one that I have on the inner corner of my eyes. This is really, really pretty shade right here. It's a beautiful champagne gold color. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And I actually use this one in kind of a strange way. I usually don't do this with eyeshadows, but I put it in my crease just to kind of make my actual crease shade pop a little bit more. So there's a Lovely right there next to Cornelious. You can see, I think that would make a really pretty cheek highlight too, but it's not very glittery. It doesn't really have glitter in it. It's just extremely shimmery. So I do have that in the inner corners of my eyeballs. The next shade I'm going to share with you is one of my all-time favorites. This is a new one for me, but I'm already obsessed with it for the fall time. I don't know if this collection is still available. I tried to get there was the burp, did you say it? I tried to get as many permanent shades in here as I could, but their limited editions are just so gorgeous. So this is Girl Power, and this is from their 90s collection. Look at this shade. Oh dear God, is that not fucking gorgeous? So it's supposed to be a matte, but it does have a flecks of shimmer inside of it. This is the shade that I have blended out in my crease. I tried to make it as it was really hard to make it look like this. I really had to build and build and build just to get the effect that I got here. But I still really, really, really love this shade. Wait till you see the swatch of this. This is stunning. It is a matte shadow with shimmer in it. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? This one is another one of my all-time favorites. This is Blaze, and I think this is part of their permanent line. This is the one that I used all over the lids of my eyes, and it is a gorgeous, they're all gorgeous, stunning, amazing, beautiful, incredible, and wonderful. So just get used to hearing all of those words right now. This is a amazing gold. It's like an olive gold. Like I can't even stand how beautiful this is. This is going to be one of my go-tos for fall. Like I said, it's what I have all over my lid right now. It's a gold with olive undertones and gold sparkle all through it. Oh dear God, look how beautiful. And just look at these two next to each other, Girl Power and Blaze. Don't they just look like so much fun together? I'm actually becoming a lot more experimental with my makeup. I'm starting to have a lot more fun with different colors than I'm used to. I usually go, you know, I'm like all neutrals all the time, but I'm really starting to get out of my comfort zone, and I'm really having so much fun doing it. And then the last and final one that I did use on my eyes is Central Perk. This is another one from their 90s collection. And it is a beautiful, extremely deep, deep purple that's almost a little bit maroon. It kind of looks black, like dark brown in the pan, but it's definitely purple. And I have this on the outer corners of my eyes. I know it's not very flattering when I get this close up to the camera, but I have this on the outer corners of my eyes and also smudged below my lower lash line. And I am obsessed. I'm pretty sure this one is also advertised as a matte, and it is a matte shadow, but it also has gold flecks of little teeny micro glitters in it. Oh my God, it's so pretty. So these right here are all of the shadows I have on my eyes right now to create the look that I showed you in the beginning of the video, and also what I'm wearing. So I'll show you what I have on my lips real quick. This is Grunge. Also from their new 90s line. It's swatched on my lips, but I do have a lip liner under it, so it's not the exact true color of it. So here it is right here. It's just pretty. It's just pretty. It's a dark brown with, I almost want to say it has like purple undertones to it. This is what it looks like in the packaging. I love how Colourpop puts the colors like pretty much dead on what the colors are on the bottom. So that way you can like store them upside down because they are flat on the top and you can see what color you're getting. Okay, so I have 4 more eyeshadows that I'm going to show you. Let's see. No particular order. This is Sequin. I know this is kind of a cult favorite. Anybody who likes Colourpop really loves this gorgeous copper pinky kind. Oh my God, it's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. This is one that I really love to put all over the lid. The green-eyed beauties would love this shade. Can you stand it? I mean, can you even stand it? Colourpop kills it with the all over the lid shades. gorgeous, gorgeous shimmers for all over your lids. And they don't crease, they don't transfer, they don't smudge. Once you put them on there, girl, they ain't going nowhere. So the next one that I have for you is Lala. This one is new to me, but it's already becoming one of my favorites. It's a bronzy gold. I'm not even sure I would call this a bronzy gold. It might just be a bronze. I'm sorry, my hands are so fucking bony. It's hard for me to get a good like swatch, but Sequin is this one, and then Lala is here next to it. It's a beautiful bronzy color. Again, a lot of the shades that I'm going to show you are going to look really pretty on green eyes because that's what I have. So I tend to lean more towards colors that are going to kind of complement them. This has been one of my favorites since I got it, but I try not to use it that much because it was limited edition. This is Summer Lovin', and it was all pretty with like whites and different colors in it when I first got it, and then I just destroyed it. The Summer Lovin' one is really, really hard to explain, so I'll just show you. Can you sense a pattern here? This one's Summer Lovin' right here. Oh, it's so pretty. I love all three of these shades for all over the lid. They're just gorgeous. A lot of these, actually pretty much all of these, you can just put all over the lid, smudge up into the crease. Good to go. These are really multi-dimensional shadows. So Summer Lovin', it just has a lot more pink undertones than the other two do. So really love that. And last and final eyeshadow that I want to share with you, Coconut. This is definitely a cult favorite. If you use Colourpop, you own Coconut. And if you don't, you need it because it's the most gorgeous little pop of color to have in your collection for all year round. And I feel like any shade of eyes can pull the, oh my God, this would probably look gorgeous on brown eyes. I love blue shadow with brown eyes. I think it's so pretty. This is such, this could almost, I feel like, be a duochrome. Like, not that it has two colors in it, but just because it has so much dimension. It's so, and doesn't it look pretty with these bronzy colors too? Like they just look, they all look so pretty together. Okay, now onto my liquid lipsticks. I have one favorite and then the rest of them I love equally. So I have a ton of these, and honestly I could have put them all in this video and really been honest that they're all my favorites, except for like the really crazy color ones like Guess and Mr. Blonde, and there's a couple other ones that they just came out with, the really dark and crazy colored ones. But these I tried to really narrow it down and I got 5 of them. So okay, so we'll just do my favorite and then we'll go darkest to lightest. This is Trap. Love this. So pretty. It looks very grayish at first, but this dries down. I feel like this looks different on everybody. And on me, on my lips, which are very pigmented, it dries to a very beautiful gray purple. I love this. It's definitely, I bought 2 of these actually. I wasn't even finished, wasn't even halfway through my first one. I bought a second one just to make sure I had an extra. The next one's going to be a very pretty one for fall time, and I cannot wait to wear it. This is LAX or Lax, whichever one you want to call it. And this is just a beautiful, deep kind of cranberry. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a gorgeous, deep cranberry. So the next one that I have to show you is Tulle. And this is one that dries a lot deeper than it looks in the tube. A couple of them are like that. So after they dry, I'll go back and show them to you again real quick. Be careful turning them upside down as well because some of them will leak. So this one right here is Tulle. And then the next one that I want to show you is Kapow. This is another one that dries so much darker than it looks. And I really like that about it. If it dried the same shade that it looks in the tube, it would definitely be a beautiful like brown grayish, if that makes any sense. But we'll check back in a minute and see what it looks like when it's dried. And then the last and final one that I want to show you is one that I might wear in the fall time, just when I want a little pop of color. It might be like the only appropriate bright lip for fall time. And this is Lychee. Wait till you guys see this. Oh, it's such a beautiful, vibrant purple. So gorgeous. It's actually kind of a pinky purple. Look at this. Isn't that just a beautiful, like, fall selection. Like, aren't they really I promise I didn't even do that on purpose. Like, just pick colors. I mean, I guess I kind of had it in mind just because I'm in the fall kind of, that fall state of mind, but these are colors that I really, really, really love. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the brushes that I use for my Colourpop products to kind of help make them work a little bit easier, and then I will go back and I will show you the lipstick swatches once they're dried so you can kind of see the difference. So the first brush that I wanna show you is the brush that I use for all of my cream face Colourpop products, and this right here is the Real Techniques stippling brush. And you can see it's pink from my blush. This is perfect for using with Colourpop blushes. So now that I have way too much blush on, there is a little demonstration on how exactly to use it. And as far as the highlighters go, I use the same brush, not this same brush, and I don't want to dip this in my highlighter because I have two separate ones, but for the highlighters, I actually prefer the e.l.f. small stippling brush just because it's more of a precise application, but the stippling brushes really seem to pick up the Colourpop products very well. Now what I'm going to show you is all of the shadow brushes that I use to apply and blend out my Colourpop products, because I know it can be kind of tough trying to use your fingers for an entire look, and when you want to use all Colourpop shadows, you have to be able to have brushes that actually work with them. Okay, we're going to go in order of how I would do my actual eyeshadow. This one right here actually has multiple uses when it comes to Colourpop. This is the shading brush from Real Techniques. And it's just a small, dense shading brush. Any brush that is shaped like this and that is nice and dense, synthetic or natural hair, because this is synthetic, will definitely work. I like to use this for my brow bone, my inner corner, as well as if I want to use a deeper color in the crease but not blow it out too much. I use this for the orange. I will place it right in my crease just to kind of put down the actual color. I won't use this to blend. I'll just use it to place the actual color into my crease. So I really like this. Again, this is the e.l.f. shading brush. So after I do my brow bone highlight, I like to lay down my transition color. That way they can kind of blend in together as one. What I like to lay it down with is this Morphe B80 brush. I'm pretty sure this is natural hair, so it's a little bit more coarse than a synthetic haired brush would be. It's tapered at the top, and it is a duo fiber, so the top bristles are a little bit more soft than the ones on the bottom here. Pick up the product very, very, very well and blends them out very nicely. So I'll just dip this in my pot and kind of swirl it around a little bit, and then just place it wherever I want my transition shade to be, and then just blend and buff. If this does not blend enough, you can use this to just set down your transition shade. And then I like to use the BH Cosmetics number 12 blending brush. I'm not sure what it is about this specific blending brush that just works so well with Colourpop shades, but to blend anything out, like if you want to blow your crease out some more, this is a pretty large brush. As you can see, I do have a lot of space to work with up here, and this is even kind of big for me. So I like to use this to really, really blend in that transition shade. And like I said, I don't know what it is specifically about this brush, but it's the number 12 from BH Cosmetics. I think it's $3, and it blends Colourpop colors beautifully. The next blending brush that I'm going to show you, you might have seen this coming. This is a M433 from Morphe. You guys know this is my holy grail blending brush. I use this every single solitary day. It's kind of pinched at the ferrule and then flares out a little bit more at the top. This is a little bit more coarse than a synthetic would be, and it just blends beautifully. I will take this Real Technique shader brush, lay down the color in my crease, and then this is what I like to blend that color out with. It just works amazing. It fits right in the crease, and you can either hold it this way to kind of get a more precise way of blending, or you can hold it this way and it'll kind of like blow it out for you. So I love this blending brush. This is holy fucking grail. You need this brush in your life. You need it. You just do. You need it. It's like $6 or $7. This one right here is an eyeliner brush. It has no name on it, but I'm pretty sure any one like this would work. It's pretty soft, but it's just a very flat, skinny eyeliner brush. And I really like this for underneath my lower lash line, just kind of placing the shade under my lower lash line. The last and final brush that I want to share with you, this one is from BH Cosmetics. It does come in a kit. My crotch is hurting. I need a more comfy seat. So this is like a very small, it's not tapered or anything. It's just kind of like a pencil brush, your standard skinny, small pencil brush. And I really, really like this for the outer corner.
It works perfectly just to place it here, bring it up here a little bit, and then blend it out.
Pretty much any, I don't think it has to be this specific brush, but any very dense, you want to have dense brushes to work with Colourpop. I feel like they work the best. So any straight, dense pencil brush will do the same exact thing as this one.
Okay, so real quick before we go, I'm just going to show you the lippies as they dried. So from this side to this side, the first one is Trap. The second one is LAX or Lax. The third one is Tulle, which you can see dried a lot darker, as well as Kapow, which also dried to a more deeper color. And then the last one is Lychee, which dried to actually a more vibrant with more pink undertones kind of color.
So there you go. I really hope you guys enjoyed this trip through some of my Colourpop collection. Maybe someday I will go through all of it, but that would definitely also have to be a two-part video. Really, really love Colourpop, and hopefully you found a new favorite. Leave me down in the comments what your all-time favorite Colourpop. Just pick one. Just one. See if you can do it. Pick one of your all-time favorite Colourpop Cosmetics products and leave it down in the comments for me. I will try and list everything that I mentioned in the description. I hope you guys really like this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I love you so much. Please follow me on all of my social media. I will have it down in the description box, and I really hope that you will come back for my next video. I will see you next time. Mwah.